What's up, guys? It's social entrepreneur and Texan expat Eric Melcher, where you are listening to my podcast, Innovators Can Laugh, where I dive into the interesting and fascinating stories of innovators from all over the world. Before I forget, if you enjoy the show, please give us a review and join our newsletter at innovatorscanlaugh.substack.com, where you can get a preview and show notes of every guest we have on the show. Let's say you're trying to fill new positions for your company, but you're having a hard time attracting quality candidates. What can you do? CV30 is a people-centric career platform that helps companies present themselves in a fun and a collaborative way, and in doing so, provides applicants the opportunity to choose a team instead of just choosing a job. I sat down with co-founder Lavinia Vladu as we discussed her experience launching 2 businesses right out of university. Hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. I thought we could start with the name of your company, CV30. Can you tell us what that means and what it is that your company provides?
Okay, so CV30 is linked to our idea of having your life put together when you're 30 years old. Romanian, and in English, it's how do you see yourself at 30? Both professionally and personally, because it's actually about well-being and how do you want your life to be. We thought about it because we are helping people discover the best career path for them and the best employers where they have the opportunity to be their best version, let's say.
Yeah. Where do you see your life when you turn 30? How do you think your life will be?
Well, first, thank you very much for assuming that I'm not 30. Actually, I'm 31. Yeah, when I turned 30, I had all my life put together. I had 2 businesses, I had my baby, a great relationship, great coworkers. It was great, actually. So I really hope that we can provide this awesome feeling of well-being to all our partners and contributors on the website. Yeah, I think I'm an example of how your life should be at 30.
Good. Let's rewind a little bit. Where did you grow up and what was your childhood like?
I grew up in a small town in the southern part of Romania, and it was really nice and tidy, and everyone knew everyone. And when I moved to Bucharest, it was all, oh my God, this is so huge, so many people. And at the subway, I was fascinated by the whole mesmerizing types of people pushing and laughing. And I did not have that in my hometown. So it was a great difference, and to be honest, I don't think I could live again in a small town, because the vibes and the energy a big town gives you, it's incredible. My childhood was boring, because all I did was learn and study and learn and study and get good grades.
And you never did anything mischievous or you being in nature or outside much?
No, I was the perfect kiddo, I just learned and get good grades and do nothing else besides school. It's not so interesting. Actually, it became a lot more interesting when I arrived in Bucharest and went to university.
Okay. So in regards to university, you attended the Academia of Economic Studies here in Bucharest. How did you decide that you wanted to pursue a degree in this field, in economics?
Well, this is actually a very good question, because in high school, I was more of a bookworm, and all my major and courses were in literature and geography and history. And I started learning math and physics and economy and tough stuff for me because I had no experience in learning them in high school, and my final high school year was pretty hard because I was learning for back with all these other courses, and I was learning for the university exam, which were totally different stuff, hard math problems and stuff to learn. And I did it in 1 year. 1 year, I actually managed to learn for and study for both of them, and I'm very proud of me.
That's impressive. Yeah, that many different subjects, especially when you haven't been exposed to those subjects prior to your senior year.
Yeah.
So after university, what was the next big decision in your life?
To start a business.
Because after university, you were at Precision Media. You were working as a marketing consultant.
Yes.
And then you took a role as a business development manager for Monday Morning, which is
well, actually, Monday Morning was our marketing agency that we started in 2013. Okay. And I co-founded it. It was something that I already knew how to implement those campaigns for our clients. And this was not the difficult part because, to be honest, I did not think it through. I said, oh my God, I have the chance to be my own boss. It will be so great. In 5 years' time, I will be on a beach sipping from cocktails and life will be amazing. Yeah, that was my idea of owning a business. And then the train hit me hard.
How so?
After a couple of months of struggling, because it was really difficult. We had no money to invest. We started doing business, and we had a lot of luck, I think, because we had clients from our first month or so when we started our business, so we could have money to actually implement those campaigns. And our first office, actually, we got it, I think, after 6 or 8 months or something like that. We would hang out on McDonald's cafe and other cheap cafes with sandwiches in our bags and coffee from home in thermos. Yeah, it was hard and interesting. I had no idea of all the legal parts of owning a business and all the contracts and all the invoices and people management and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into?
Now, what type of business? Is it an SRL or
Yes.
Is it something different? Okay.
Yeah, it's an SRL. Yeah.
Okay. And so while you were doing this, obviously you're struggling the first few months, as any startup founder does. Was there a moment of regret or any moment of thinking, God, I wish I had stayed at my previous role? Or were you still excited and still happy?
Yeah, on a daily basis, I had quitting thoughts, and I would say, I should get a job, I should get a job, I should get a job. Especially since, honestly, I didn't have any support besides Radu. Everything around me was like, even mom, you should get a job in a bank, but because that's secure and you have your monthly paycheck and everything is great and people dress nicely. And I had this feedback for, I don't know, the first 3 years or so. And they were like, oh, okay, so you tried this startup thing and this business owner thing, but it's time to get real and get a job. So it was difficult because back in 2013, it was not so hyped, the idea of owning a startup, of creating a product from zero, and to build a company, to build a team. And people were more laid back and wanted some safety nets, like a safe job.
It's my understanding that early on you focused on engagement campaigns for big companies. Can you share some examples of what those campaigns were?
We have a niche in the Romanian market, especially on the BTL side of marketing, which means consumer engagement campaigns. And some examples are, actually, we created some multi-brand campaigns for various big brands to participate. and we offer this bag full of goodies and discounts and vouchers and products meant to give you a relaxing moment, a good moment to make you feel good. And this one is for professionals, 10,000 professionals in big offices from Romania, like Accenture, P&G, Nestle, and stuff like that. And we delivered those packages, really nice and branded and stuff like that, to people. And they are so very happy to receive these goodies and all those discounts. And actually, this is the most important part, because we want to give them a moment of pleasure and relax and chill and enjoy their time in the office. This is one type of campaign. We work also closely with brands, because we get briefs from them. They have a launch for a new product, and we present them some ideas of how to implement the marketing campaigns. We have campaigns in the mountain, on the slope, on the seaside, on the beach,
really?
In universities, in student dorms. Actually, it depends very much on the target group. So if it's a product designed for professionals, then we go to office buildings and implement the campaign. Some out-of-the-box ideas that we've implemented are a library, a physical library on the beach with bean bags and branded umbrellas and stuff like that, where tourists would come and read and enjoy their time.
Yeah.
And the whole message was exactly this: to relax on the beach and read. And this is how we chose to implement it. Some other campaigns, let me see.
Back to that one. That is such a unique idea. I've never even heard of such a campaign before. That is pretty cool. If you had the opportunity to go relax and read a book on the beach, what are some of your favorite books or books in the past that had a really big impact on your life?
Well, to be honest, I read a lot of detective books and spies books and stuff like that, because they take me out of my comfort zone, and they make me think, okay, who's the killer, who killed who killed her, and stuff like that. And these books make me feel more relaxed, and I don't think about what's in my life. I just focus on who's the killer, and this helps me. Other types of books that I've read for the past few years were mostly on the self-development area, because I have a lot of self-awareness and I want to improve myself every day. So I wanted to find out more about what triggers my decisions or my clients' decisions, how to keep myself motivated every day, even when the odds are not in my favor. And they help me, especially when they present a different perspective and they make you think about stuff that you didn't even consider until then. So these types of.
So let's go back a little bit. So you've got this one business running Monday mornings. What happened during this time that sparked the idea of applicants having the ability to consider choosing a team instead of just a job, and thinking that this idea could actually be turned into a new kind of business?
Back in 2015, I think, we had some clients from Monday Morning. That was the name of the agency back then. Now it's all under the CV30 umbrella. Okay. Actually, our whole name is CV30 Worldwide Group. So we also incorporated the marketing agency under this name, and it's all CV30. And back in 2015, we had some clients from the marketing agency that recommended us to their HR departments because they wanted to promote their jobs and add some online presence and make it more engaging. So we thought, okay, why not? Let's give it a try and see what's happening. And then in 2016, I think this is every business owner's trigger. We had a challenge, and our challenge was to find team members that match our company culture, because we had lots of candidates that were not a good fit, and they would just apply to any job, and it was actually a waste of time, both for us and for them.
Right.
So we said, let's try a different angle. Let's take some pictures and let's make some videos about our work culture, about what we love most about our job, and how are we different, and presenting ourselves as the young and dynamic thing that we are.
Were there some pictures of you guys sitting on the beach reading a book and having a drink, or?
Actually, no, because this would have been a lie, and we value transparency. So no, there are some pictures with us on a. Back then we had this or something like that, because we didn't have money to buy some fancy chairs and stuff like that, and we were just looking nice and young and us, basically, because this is the idea we wanted to share, that this is us, and if you like us, come and join us. So yeah, after that we received different types of applications, and those people were more likely to be a good fit for our team. And then that was actually our aha moment when we decided to create cv30.co, the website. And we had our first version as a WordPress website, where we put together our pictures and videos and some text, not very much, just some text. And we presented it to some of our partners from the marketing agency, and they loved it. We were filming and taking pictures in corporations like KPMG, Microsoft, P&G, Orange, and big names, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have this platform, CV30, that allows applicants to meet the teams of employers, see what the culture is like, all before even submitting their job application.
Yes.
What are the strongest strengths of the CV30 platform for both employers and job applicants?
I think for employers, the best one is that they, even if they don't have a career website, even if they don't have any materials to promote their brand, they have all together. We provide all the services they need to boost their employer brand. We take photos, we shoot videos, and we actually help them discover their employer value proposition and what makes them a great employer. So they have in one place all this information and connected also with the teams and the jobs, all in one place. So I think that's the best advantage for employers, and it's free. It's completely free. It's for employers to have a safe place where they promote their image for free.
Obviously, for applicants, they can see the team, they can see the videos of the team. What other things can I learn there?
For CV30, we offer everyone the possibility to talk about what they love about their job, how they succeeded in their career. It's more than just a platform to present and to show off and to showcase some parts of the job. It's a place where if you want some answers to your career questions, or if you want to talk with professionals from marketing, from HR, from IT, you can do it there. And you won't see any ads, you won't see any hidden videos, you won't see any shoe ads or flashy banners and stuff like that. It's all career. It's all about career questions, career path, and it's a safe place for everyone to share their experience, to share their stories, and to actually become a better professional.
Got it. Now, since COVID, most job interviews are now being conducted remotely and online. Lavinia, from your point of view, what do you think employers can do to really highlight their company culture and boost their company brand if they're not using the CV30 platform?
Actually, because we are ahead of our times, we have profiles and company profiles on cvtherapy.com with companies who post images and videos from employees in their home office, working from home, and presenting the company culture and benefits and perks and stuff like flexibility on the job, like working from home. And actually, you know what? It's more natural and it's more intuitive, more human, because once you see that employee in his own apartment, drinking coffee from his mug, talking about what he loves most about the job, it's more real, and you have the tendency to believe it, rather than corporate language, corporate PR, and stuff like that. Right. I think that now more than ever, being there for employees and letting them share their opinion and share their experience is more valuable than just posting some technical details and we do this and we do that and we are great.
So on that note, from your perspective, what do you think is wrong with how most companies are managing their recruiting efforts?
I don't think it's wrong. I think everyone does what thinks it's best for them in that particular moment. It's not right or wrong. It's just many times I've seen this in Romanian companies, they're not allowed to be real and to be transparent and to be authentic. Most of the times, and one big challenge that we had is that the KPIs, the messages, the visuals, the employer branding strategy comes from the company's headquarters, which is not located in Romania. The impact on the Romanian market, on the Romanian candidates and employees, it's not the same. They do not react to those messages that apply, I don't know, for Germany or for England, and they are not for the Romanian market. So what we advise our clients and our partners is to actually think about the Romanian market, think about their target group and who they want to listen to their messages, and to create a strategy that impacts their views about the company. So I think this is the most important one, to be real and to be transparent and to give people the option to talk about what's happening in the job. It doesn't have to be all rainbows and sunshine and we are so great and this is so awesome here. It has to be real, because nobody believes it that it's all great.
No. Let's talk about life outside of CV30. Do you have any hobbies? What do you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I enjoy doing Lego and drawings with my son. And baking, actually. I love baking, especially for him. But my husband eats 50% of the pastries I do for my son. So these are my hobbies now. To be honest, between taking care of my son and the jobs, because there are more than one, it's pretty difficult to have some free time for anything else, actually. And due to this pandemic times, I couldn't go to the gym or meet up with my friends in a movie or stuff like that. So yeah, there are not so many options for them.
Hopefully that'll start to change as restrictions are loosening up a little bit and life comes back to normal a little bit. Looking back, is there anything you would have done differently the first year when you started CV30?
Yes, actually. I think the most troubling part was managing our expectations, because we were so high on the power that we've built something great and people love it and stuff like that, that we actually didn't take into consideration the reality, which it's a good thing if you are a startup founder, because you need the vision and the optimism to create stuff. But I think it would have been helpful to be more grounded in reality and to see how we can manage our expectations from this point of view. And I think that's it. We had some great dreams about how to expand and what to do, but the implementation was not so great. Yeah, it was really difficult to build a tech product like cv30.co, which is online and fully digital, with no digital background, because neither me or my husband Radu and my partner have this tech background. So we needed to hire and to bring in the team other people who are great on this area, and it was really, really difficult.
Yeah, managing expectations is really hard when you're so enthusiastic about your product and your company.
Yeah.
You believe that this is like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Everybody who sees this is either going to want to invest in it or join it or participate in it somehow. So I definitely been there. Are there any favorite restaurants here in Bucharest that you want to go back to now that restaurants are starting to open up again?
Yes, it's Boca Lupo. It's Social One. I don't know if it's still Social One or it's Stadio now. And there's this Gram Bistro around Piazza Victoriei, which has the greatest brunch in the weekends. Oh my God, it's hysterical. So you just eat and die at the table.
My wife and I have been looking for a good brunch place, so we may need to check this place out.
Okay, so it's one more, but I really don't remember the name, where they have Fudisia, it's called. They have these great pancakes. Oh my God, great pancakes.
Wait, American
and
style?
Avocado toast.
What style pancakes? Because there's the American style that are like big and fat pancakes.
Yes, the American.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Yeah. And they have this recipe. And believe me or not, I just searched the entire internet for that recipe, and I found it. And now I'm making them home. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Lavinia, for those out there who are working for an employer but are thinking about starting a business, what is some advice you'd like to share with them today?
Yeah, being an entrepreneur is not for everyone. You need to have a great mental development and to actually work great under stress, because every day is stressful and every day is full of challenges, especially in the first few years until the business is a little more stable. I think that everyone should give it a try, because until you try, you don't know if you can manage being an entrepreneur or not. And they should have some great prospects regarding their business. They should have their target market. They should have their product design a little bit too. And constant feedback helps a lot. Constant feedback from potential clients, from potential investors, from not friends and not family because they are biased, but from other people who might actually support your product, and to have plan how to get those die-hard fans, because once you have great base of fans, it's a lot more easier to share the news to other people and to make them buy your product. So these are some tips, and honestly, good luck.
Okay. Lavinia, thank you so much for being on Innovators Can Laugh. Where can people learn more about you and CV30?
Well, on every social media network. So I'm Lavinia Vladu. Search me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, if you want to talk about how to make your Mondays happy. And the website is cv30.co. So we are present everywhere.
Fantastic.
Just give us a message. And thank you very much for the invitation. I really hope I answered your questions, and that the answers will help other people decide what's best for them and what makes their Mondays happy.
Absolutely. My pleasure. And for everyone listening, until next week, this is Eric Melcher saying goodbye and la revedere. Hey, thanks so much for listening to the show this week. If you are not a subscriber, please do subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to write to me, my address is innovatorscanlaugh@substack.com. If you want to follow me on Twitter, @Melcher_Eric, on Facebook or Instagram @InnovatorsCanLaugh. I'm Eric Melcher, and you are listening to Innovators Can Laugh.